Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. A minute ago, I uploaded a video with the title Ukraine Unconditional Surrender. Big developments occur in the world of politics and geopolitics, which is the United States of America and the European Union press Ukraine into talking to Russia and make concessions to stop the war. That's the video I made a minute ago. Now, this video is to confirm what I've been saying for some time. The Ukrainians ran out of people to fight, and they confirm it in this little article that I have related to the articles I covered in the previous video. But interestingly enough, look at this. West probing Kiev on concessions to Russia, NBC. Ukraine backers reportedly worry that the country is, what is that word over there? Running out of forces. The word is 1, 2, 3, 4. Western officials are engaged in behind-the-scenes talks with Kiev about potential peace negotiations with Russia, trying to find out what concessions Ukraine might agree to in order to end the conflict. And several U.S. officials familiar with the matter reported describing the discussions which took place during the last month meeting of more than 50 nations back in Kiev as delicate. It's going to be an order, yeah, but anyway. And he says, according to the report, this is important right here. I mean, no, the rest was not. According to the report, the talks were driven by growing fears among Western officials that the conflict between Kiev and Moscow, quote-unquote, has reached a stalemate. Western countries are also said to be concerned that Ukraine is running out of forces and about their own ability to continue providing aid to Ukraine. And I will show you this. These are some videos I made in the past week or so. Yes, Zaluzny and Zelensky are fighting. Ukraine prepares for defeat. Ukraine civil war. Conflict between Zaluzny and Zelensky. My friends, these are running out of troops. I made a few videos on that. Let me just troops. Let's see if they Ukraine. Let's say if we find anything like this. All right, and here it is, the one on top. Confirmed, Ukraine runs out of soldiers to fight Russia. That was on October 31st. Okay, my friends, and look at October 15th. Ukraine runs out of troops. All eligible Ukrainian told to report. That's another one. So yeah, the signs were over there, obviously. So my point here, let me see where I go, right here. My point is, according to these guys, a confirmation that Ukraine not only runs out of troops, the sponsors are focused in Israel. That's a big thing. They're afraid of probably being Israeli being attacked by their surrounding friendly countries, including Iran. And I think that's an order over there, an understanding between the surrounding countries of Israel not to react. So in this case, we have, we go back to this little article from Russia Today and see what else they say here. Two NBC sources said that the US President Joe Biden has been particularly focused on Ukraine's manpower issues, with one official stating that the West can provide Kiev with weapons if they don't have, they can't provide. No, they can provide Kiev with, if they don't have competent forces to use them, it doesn't do a lot of good. Well, it is what it is. And then they talk about Israel and Hamas right here. And he says that publicly, US President Joe Biden has said that Washington would not engage in any talks on the Ukrainian conflict unless Kiev wants to. They're going to be like, However, while Moscow has never closed the door to negotiations with Kiev, Zelensky signed a decree last year banning all engagement with Russia after 4 former Ukrainian regions overwhelmingly voted to join Russia. Well, their counteroffensive, the Ukrainian counteroffensive, was the last attempt to, like a dying person with the last spasms. And I think that's what it was. And it was unsuccessful from the very beginning. I said that too. Why? Because the West kept its mouth shut and the Ukrainians kept their mouth shut. After they started the counteroffensive for about 3 or 4 days, they didn't say anything. And I said, wait a minute. The Russians said, hey, that's a counteroffensive over there. This guy started it. And I said, if the news media, the free media, the corporate media doesn't tell us anything about it or don't tell us anything about it, that means it's not going too well. And that's exactly what happened. It was like bang, 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 nothing. So the point here, these guys don't have any more troops. There were some signs, obviously, with limiting the reasons why you can avoid being drafted. That was one big one. That is scraping down the barrel, the bottom of the barrel, trying to get whomever, even the people on Zimmer frames or with the, how do you call it? I was about to say electric chairs, the handicapped chairs or whatever. Can't find a word right now. So my friends, it's good news. Why? Because that means the war ends. Unfortunately, nice attempt, Al Capone, but unfortunately, Ukrainians died. A country is fucked just for you to, try to destroy Russia. And the Russians said, "Niet." Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm glad that this thing draws to an end soon, or very soon. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.